Well, good afternoon, everybody. I know. I get people saying, "Oh, it's a little late for lunch, isn't it?" Right, Brian? Not what. Listen, I just got off of work. I'm sorry. I went to the gym. I got off at 2:30. I went to the gym for an hour and a little over an hour, and now I'm home. So yeah, it's my lunch, especially on the West Coast. West Coast, it's only one 1:18. So it is lunchtime somewhere. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? So what's going on, everybody? I wanted to do a little something, trying to get back in the routine of doing a lunchtime chat, even if it's not from the mail truck, because I don't know what's going to happen with that. So, for the time being, we're not going to be in the mail truck. So, mate, I know I'll definitely be in the mail truck soon, but I don't know for how long. We'll see. It's very fluid situation. But Logan Motorsports, thank you, brother. Again, Logan, it was all in fun yesterday. Again, Drew has a way of bringing it out, and he feels a certain way. But again, first and foremost, we're going to be heard. Us Cowboy fans are going to be heard. We're not going to just roll over. I mean, yeah, sorry. We're gonna put up a fight. We get it. You've won 2 Super Bowls. You've had more playoff success than us. I'm not going to argue that. But so what does that mean? We all just go drop dead and hide in a cave like Hamid? No, we fight back. Daniel M is here. Jimbo, my neighbor, is here. What's going on, Jimbo? Arturo Gomez, how are you, Arturo? Dude, Rolo, how are you, Rolo? Linda Conyers, I love the confidence you guys finally feel change in team's direction. That's all it is, Linda. Nobody's saying we're going to a Super Bowl. I mean, don't get me wrong, Ultra Cowboys talking Super Bowl, but again, there's nothing wrong with being excited. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what we say, right? It matters what happens on the field, and we'll have to answer to whatever checks we'll have to cash any checks that we're writing. And I know one thing. I can speak for myself. I'm stand up. I don't go hide in the cave when thing goes wrong and only stick my head out when things are going well, like our boy Hamid. I believe the Dallas Cowboys, this is going to be a tough game for the Dallas Cowboys. David and Darlene, it will be tough. It absolutely will be a tough game. But we're not going to shy away.
We, for the most part, healthy. We'll have a lot more of the horses.
Well, listen, you hope so. And again, I don't even want to talk about it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know that we've had bad luck in training camp. So Drew's in the house, Philly, Jimbo, game time. Did you hear Shamar Stewart is still refusing to sign his rookie deal? Yeah, and this is an issue. The good teams, the teams that want to have some success are actually getting deals done. Clemente, there he is. What's up, brother? So I'm running, bro. I'm constantly running. We the ones. What's up, man? Mike Aldana's in the house. Measuring stick. We'll see. It is what it is, man. I'm just having fun. Freddie Trejo, what's going on? What's cooking? You tell me what's cooking, Freddie. Pete Rose, yes. I am going to talk about that. Ultra sent that to me a little while ago. Pete Rose, he hasn't been put in the Hall of Fame, but he has been removed from the banned exempt list. But first and foremost, let's welcome in the panel. The link is in the community tab. Jimbo, what's going on, brother? Loyal Cowboy, we got Randy McIntyre, we got Wade. All in the house. So what's going on, gentlemen? How are you?
What's going on?
Hey, Brian.
Oh, there you go. What's up, Randy? How you doing, brother?
Just passed over the Red River going through Dallas.
Oh shit.
Hey, Wade, I'm coming to Dallas next week, man. I might have to meet you up at Golden Corral or something.
Are you coming to Dallas?
Oh, work.
Work, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Next weekend, huh?
Next week, yeah.
Oh, are you gonna be over here on the weekend?
No, just for the week.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I want to. What's that sports bar everybody be going to on game day?
Well, there's a lot of them, but
a lot of them. You want to go to the Maverick?
Yeah, that's what is that?
I'm gonna go to Playmakers, see if we can catch Michael Irvin in there.
Yeah, I plan on going there to eat just to see.
Well, it ain't
that
good
place
food.
Sucks. I would not go there to eat, bro. Do not go there to
Food
eat.
sucks.
It's
Hell yes.
It's not great. It's okay, man. It's finger foods.
Shit.
But listen, Wade doesn't want to go there, but Wade can take you somewhere else. After you know what I'm saying. We can go to you can go to Golden Corral, but you never know. You might. It was funny because we pulled up and I went there twice because Mark had to go. He didn't believe us that it sucked, but Mark was hoping that he could sniff Michael Irvin's. Whatever. But I'm playing, Mark. I love you. But but his Rolls Royce was out front. He parks right out front. You would think he would hide in the back, but no, he does. I mean, I'll send you some pictures of the inside of the bar. It's kind of weird looking, but it's what you would think for a Dallas Cowboy themed place. But it's kind of
I could. Yeah, there was too much white in there.
Yeah,
too
it
much
was
white.
too bright, right? It was
too bright.
Yeah. It was.
There's not enough blues. There was not enough blues or silvers in there.
Well, I like more of an intimate setting. Like turn down the lights a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyway,
too bright.
It is
too
what
bright.
it is. So anyway, so you're just going Monday through Friday. Wade works a lot. So, but if you were going by, I mean, he would come by at night maybe and go out for a couple hours or something. I'm sure Wade would do it as long as I'm sure you hang. But Ultra Cowboys in the chat. What's up, my man? Daniel M. It's like an hour and a half from me from Dallas. Daniel M.
There's no Ultra's already there, Laura. There's no buffet for Dank DeMoss.
Yeah, well, if you go to a buffet where Dank is, you better you better be first in line with your tray. YouTube J Cap a lot. A guy who barely produced in college is holding out. Shouldn't even have been a first rounder. Shamar Stewart was a traits guy. I agree with you. I did not want him, but a lot of teams fancied him. They get all excited when they see these guys in shorts and running and the upside. And this was a weird draft. This was a draft where there wasn't a lot of high-end talent. Maybe half dozen like unbelievable players and a bunch of who do you like? I mean, Dallas's quote unquote draft board has been leaked and they got their highest rated offensive lineman out of anybody, which is Tyler Booker. So there you go. I mean, yeah.
I watched your chat earlier. You said Aaron Rodgers is going to the Steelers.
Yeah, his inner circle, that's what he has said. He's going to the Steelers. So it's not out there confirmed yet. Thanks, Rolo. Appreciate you, brother. So we have some games, and so much for the schedule release. They're just leaking shit left and right. But we got some games here I'm going to share you. This is the where the hell did it go? I had it. Let me see here. There it is. The international games. And they just went away. Let me see. Games, NFL. International games. You got, I don't know why they're waiting to announce the one team, but Sao Paulo, Friday, September 5th. So that will be a Friday, September 5th. Is this this is this year? Oh, yeah, that's right. Friday, September 5th. So there's going to be September 4th game, Dallas and Eagles. And then Friday, there's going to be the Chargers are going to host somebody in Brazil like last year. So that's one. The Minnesota Vikings have two, not one, but two international games. They have September 28th, 9:30 in the morning in Dublin against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then they're the next one, October 5th, Minnesota Vikings, 9:30 in the morning in London against the Cleveland Browns. The next one is Sunday, October 12th. It's Denver Broncos, 9:30 in the morning at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London against the Jets. You got the Rams, Sunday, October 19th, at the Jaguars in London, 9:30. November 9th, the Atlanta Falcons, 9:30 in the morning in Berlin, Germany against the Colts. And the last one is November 16th, Madrid, Spain. The Commandos are playing the Miami Dolphins. What do you guys think about all these, all these games overseas? You guys like it or do you not like it?
They're just trying to draw more fans, I
I
think.
know what they're trying to do, but I think it sucks. I'm glad we're not a part of it.
It throws you off. I hate to getting up and watch games early, and
Hot garbage.
It's away from
Can't
prime
stand
time.
it.
Yeah, I think you're right too. I think it's hot garbage as well. I definitely think it's hot garbage, and I say that because a lot of times when this shit happens, these teams go in the tank, right? I mean, Eagles went to Brazil last year; they won the Super Bowl, so I get it. But that was like the first game of the year. If it's like one of these if it's one of these November 16th, you got to go to Madrid, Spain to play a football game. That sucks. But I don't know. That's just me. Yeah,
It gives players jet lag too, because they're
that's what I mean.
Different time zones.
Yeah,
and like the Vikings, they got back-to-back weeks. They're got to stay down there the whole week.
Wow, I did not know that, Clemente. He says, game time, you hear that Dallas won't get a Super Bowl until Jerry Jones gives up a home game to another country. Jerry Jones says, I'm all right, and he will possibly give a home game to Mexico. Again, why? That's what it is. Supposedly Jerry doesn't want to give up one of his home games to go overseas and play, but he should if it's Mexico, but maybe on one of the years where you have the 9 home games, maybe that's better. Because this year we have 9 road games and 8 home games, so that's just the way it is with this dumbass odd schedule. Yeah. So, I'm just looking at Mark Holmes. Get ready to pay through the nose. Yeah, YouTube. Did you see that, guys? YouTube is going to air the first game.
I'm not going to pay nothing because I'm local in Dallas.
Yeah, but I mean, it's free. So it is free.
YouTube TV or just YouTube?
YouTube. Just YouTube. Yeah.
No, but even if they started charging for games, they wouldn't be able to do that on Dallas in the Dallas area because it'll be locally broadcasted no matter what.
Yep. And I saw some other games. You got the Eagles to square off Week 10 in Green Bay. That's not bad for the Eagles. That's not too cold. What's that beginning? What's Week 10? 4-8 November. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Samuel, Asante Samuel is actually doing the rounds now. He's going to the highest bidder, supposedly, Asante Samuel Jr. So, yeah. Nobody's arguing. Nobody is arguing J Cap a lot. Nobody's arguing. So, what's up, Randy? What's going on, brother? You there, Randy? Where you doing? Where you at? You here?
Hey, Brian, how you doing?
Are you on the road or what?
Yeah, I'm actually driving from Oklahoma.
Okay.
Texas.
Well, don't get into an accident. I thought you were home. Yeah.
No, no, I'm fixing to go through Dallas, and when you go through Dallas, you got to keep your eyes on the road.
Oh, I know about that. Wade, where are you at? Oh, wait. Yeah, he's around. There he goes.
So while I'm going down there, I
I'm
got
currently
a question for
in Terrell, Texas.
Okay. Terrell,
What
Texas.
lane do I need to avoid where they start charging you? Is that the far left lane? I hear there's a road. If you get on the road, they charge you.
Yeah, what's that one road that...
you got tollways here. You got 635 tollway. You got tollway on George Bush. You got the 121 tollway.
Yes, Logan. I think
that whole tollway, that whole road in front of Playmakers is a tollway.
Oh, is it?
Oh, really?
I did not know that.
Yep, that highway. Yep.
Well, I won't be going there then.
Yeah, YouTube J Capola. Jason Tatum probably, I believe he tore his Achilles. And
you need to go on the service road. That'll take you forever though.
Yeah. And he'll be out next year as well if he did. But yeah, man. So we shall see. Dustin, that's all AI and video editing. Who's that? What's going on? What are you talking about, Dustin? Did Luca really talk crap about the Lakers? Nah. That was not real. I think the Knicks closed them out. That was a devastating blow by the Celtics.
Yeah, ain't Tatum out now?
Yeah, he tore his Achilles. What's up, Arturo? We lost Randy. He's on the tollway or whatever. He's going through Dallas. He's going through Dealey Plaza. So, yeah. So, just looking around the league, looks like the Titans signed Amani Owawarrior, the guy who cost us the game by trying to pick up the punt last year. So he won't be back to help us lose another game. So that's good. So you got that. Let's see here. Let's see. Trey Hendrickson. Yeah, I was going to do a video, and I just figured out I'll just go live. Mark made a video about Trey Hendrickson. Again, I couldn't disagree more. I don't think Trey Hendrickson works for Dallas. The one position we have too many bodies in is defensive end. Yeah, we just invested a first
We
round.
need big defensive linemen.
Exactly.
Don't need any more pass rushers.
Yes, we don't need Trey Hendrickson at
unless you're telling me you're getting T.J. Watt. I don't need any more pass rushers.
Yeah, well, I think Trey Henderson is like a T.J. Watt, but again, if you're gonna allot that kind of money, then go get me a Jeffrey Simmons or go trade for a dude in the middle that can help with the young guys and Mozzie and all that. That's what I would want.
Give me some all-world linebacker somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, or a corner. If you're going to invest that kind of money, knowing the Diggs may or may not be ready for the start of the season, maybe a corner. I don't understand Hendrickson, but hey, I think Eagles make more sense for Hendrickson, in my opinion. I don't know that they would do it money-wise. But they do make more sense. It would have to be a rental. I ultimately think Hendrickson stays with Cincinnati because nobody's going to give him a lot of money. I think he's 30, at least this year. You're not going to give a high draft pick and re-sign him. So it would have to be a rental. But if he's not playing, he's not suiting up and practicing, he ain't happy. So let me ask you another name. How about the Buffalo Bills running back, Dalvin Cook's younger brother? What would you think about him?
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Let me look him up.
I think the Cowboys right now need to focus on a big defensive lineman.
Or like Mark Holmes would say, a dumpster full of gravel.
Yep.
James Cook out of Buffalo. He's not happy. So I'm curious where James Cook's going to land. They have linebackers, but none proven ones. We saw that last year. Important, good linebacker playing the defense. Overshown is great, but has destroyed his knee twice. It's different knee, actually. Sanborn is an unproven guy with upside. Oh, actually, I don't know. Is it a different knee or is it the same? No, I think it's the other knee. Yeah, it was the other knee. So, again, he's already running full speed, so he just hasn't started.
I need a linebacker they could bring in, I'm not saying go get Wagner. I'm not. Yeah. Someone like a Demario Davis or a Wagner, some guy you can plug in there and leave there for 8 years, and he never gets hurt. He's there every year.
Hey, Ultra, we could get David Moss and make her defensive tackle.
Musical chairs with linebackers. I just don't understand.
But we did invest a lot in linebackers.
They definitely stopped the run if they got that.
Well, we invest in linebackers who always get hurt. I need linebackers who never get hurt and who play every down and are there for 10 years.
Yeah. What I'm saying, they invested.
I don't understand.
I mean, they invested in trades. I mean, in free agency is what I'm saying. Just don't sleep on the linebacker we got. He's from the University of Oklahoma. He's a third year. This is his third year. He's entering his fourth year in the league. Don't sleep on him that we got. He's probably going to start for you. He was a team captain last year. Murray. So, don't sleep on him. We did make a couple moves in free agency. and Dank DeMoss. I say just turn her around and have her ass facing the quarterback, and just
then we'd stop the run all the time because
Yeah.
players would be seeing that and they'd just run the other way. They try to.
Sorry, Dank. Sorry. I came across a little something, and I wanted to share because I'm actually rather hesitant to share it, but I'm going to share it anyway, and I'm going to hear all the. I get it. Dallas has only won what? Dak's only won what? 2 playoff games. I think we've won 4 playoff games in 25 years. So I get it. We haven't had a lot of playoff success. Eagles have won more playoff games and they have had 2 Super Bowls in that time frame. But, everybody likes to think about how Eagles-Dallas rivalry and you guys are getting the better of us as of late. Here's the last 20 games, everybody. Here's the actual stats. The last 20 games. Eagles have won the last 2, but we actually hold the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 11 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 to 9. So we've won 11 out of the last 20 games. Eagles have won the last 2, but as far as anybody, there's twice Eagles have swept us, but we've swept them 1, 2, 3 times. So again, just to let everybody know, it's not as lopsided as bad as we've been in the playoffs. We normally do well in the regular season. So just a little feather in our cap. Everybody's looking at the demise of the Cowboys. I don't really see that, That was when you had injured players, Logan? Oh, okay. So last year we had injured players, but we can't use that. I'm just saying it's closer than you think. Those are the last 20 matchups. How can you get mad if we go 30 years? So I just go with the last 20, and that's not good enough either. Injuries are part of the game. We couldn't handle the amount of injuries we had last year, but I'm, quite frankly, tired of looking at it. But those are the facts. I mean, here's the other fact, Logan. You've won Super Bowls. So I'd rather be you than me. I'd rather won 9 and lost 11, but had 2 Super Bowls. So let's just keep it 100. But I'm just saying, you haven't rolled us. We actually own the head-to-head matchup through this whole great run of yours. We actually have won more head-to-head games. That's all. I mean, that's only the last 20 games. So you do the math. We play each other, 2 times. That's last 10 years. Your heyday, your Super Bowl years. So that's all. I just wanted to remind you that even if you guys think you're going to win Super Bowls, it's not going to be easy. We're not going to just roll over. So, but that's it. I'm not trolling. I'm just saying I was surprised, actually. I was surprised when I saw that we've won the last 11 out of 20 games. What does that mean? Nothing. But it's not like you're rolling us. Sweep. You've only done it twice. We've done it 3 times. So, sweep. What's up, Dirty Sanchez? How are you? All I care is my team. Pause. Yeah. YouTube Jay Kapla. I never said that this first game was going to be easy. No, we're like a 7-point underdog. That's all right. It's like going into the Coliseum. Like we're like the gladiator, and the Eagles are like that young little prince, that little snot-nosed prince in white, and they're gonna try and stick us in the gut. So, what's going on, Wade? You're quiet, bro. You good?
Yeah. Just, thinking about everything you're saying,
I'm just saying.
Eagles
I was
fans,
surprised.
I mean,
I was surprised that we won.
They
I just
think
read
they're going to
something
win
that
it. They think they're going to win another Super Bowl. And I'm sorry to tell y'all, there ain't too many teams that have repeated in NFL history. So if I'm a bet man, I bet Cowboys get to the Super Bowl before y'all repeat.
I just read something saying that the Major League Baseball is going to reinstate Pete Rose, making him eligible for Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's what I started it off with. I said Pete Rose is, he's not in the Hall, but he soon will be, and it's posthumously. We knew that was coming. So I feel bad for him, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. A little more around the league stuff. I'm trying to find some good stuff. Yeah. Browns, Jeremiah Owusu Karamoa neck put on PUP out for the season. So yet, the linebacker from Notre Dame who I really liked last year, we always want to talk about our injuries, right? Wade's talking about our linebackers and stuff. Eric Kendricks is still out there, Wade, just to let you know. There will be guys again.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is about our franchise. Like there's been linebackers we could have got. We could have got Mario Davis when he's free agent years ago, and he'd have still been the best linebacker on our team 10 years later. I don't know why they just they don't value linebacker. Just doesn't. Yeah,
again,
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying he's the best. He's the best linebacker on the Saints. Been there for 10 years.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I mean, I hear you. But the Browns lost a guy I really liked.
I mean, we could have signed him.
Jeremiah Owusu Koromoa. He's out for the whole year already. He's put on PUP. So I don't know what kind of injury he had. Neck injury, they're saying. So the Browns, actually, he ran into Derrick Henry, and he hasn't been right since. So yeah. So again, we're not the only one. It's a shame because I like the player.
Yeah, I mean, go get Kendricks, go get Gilmore. We got money.
Oh, we got a lot of money. We got more breaking news from Shereen Williams of the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah. Trey Hendrickson says it's become personal with Zach Taylor. That's the coach of the Bengals after disappointing text exchange. So Trey Hendrickson is on the way out in Cincinnati. Number one, Cowboy fans, would you be interested? Eagle fans, would you be interested? That's what I'm curious because he's going to be on the market. Cincinnati's not paying him. They're jerking him around. He deserves to be paid. I just don't know that Dallas makes sense.
They don't want to pay.
Well,
they're not going. He ain't coming here.
He's going to want a deal. So he ain't going to come to Dallas and, he's 30. He'll be 31. So I'm just curious about that. So Trey or TJ need to come home. I think Eagles make more sense. Now, I don't know that Eagles are going to pay him either. That's the thing. Then maybe. I mean, that's the type of signing that would help the Birds because he's a little bit older. They're ready to win right now. So we'll see. But, dude, I can't believe it. I cannot believe that we're going to know the schedule tomorrow night. So, Rob says at the right price, I think it would be a good move for Philly. Yeah, I don't think it would cost much cap-wise, but my thing is he's going to want to get paid. I mean, I think he led – did he lead the league in sacks last year? Do you guys – let me see. Trey Hendrickson stats. 17 and a half sacks last year. 17 and a half sacks the year before. So he's coming off back-to-back 17 and a half sacks. So
go get him.
Mark, yeah, he's
go get
30.
him and a defensive tackle.
He's 6'4". Again, he's 270.
Does he have an injury history?
Let's see here. Yeah, he came in the league in 2017. He was a rookie with the Saints. 2018 didn't play. 2019 had 4.5 sacks and 13.5. 14, he got hurt in 2022. In 2023, 17.5 sacks. And 2024, 17.5 sacks. I'd have to look at his numbers against the run. He's kind of late in the ass, as Drew liked to say. He's 6'4", 270, so it's not late in the ass for an edge rusher. But, I don't know. Like I said, I don't really see a fit with Dallas. But, he ain't going to be.
But
Yeah,
With the way we build our defenses or finesse, I
Hey,
mean, we
Jay
don't
Smooth, how
seem to
are
want
you?
to build big defenses.
But yeah, I think Trey Hendrickson. I'm letting you in, Jesse. I'm letting both Jessies in. I would just pick him up so the Eagles won't get him. Yeah, that's a lot. I think he's gonna want a deal though. That's the thing. Ultra, if you need tush push underwear, discount code Drew. What's with a capital D? Ultra. Bang bang. That's funny. So yeah, Wade, man, we got to talk about this Eagles game. Are you serious about wanting to go?
Yeah, it's crossed my mind that
Well, it's
just
gonna
try to make it
cost,
out there.
man. I have the bat
Oh
signal
yeah,
out.
yeah. That's the only thing. I'm like, yeah.
That's
how
what
much
I
is
mean,
a
man.
ticket?
That's fucking
How much
ridiculous.
is a ticket gonna be to that game?
And we're gonna have to sit up in the damn nosebleed, which I won't do there because that stadium is so steep because you're on top of the field.
I don't want to sit up in the nosebleeds for
yeah.
like $600.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
That's what I'm saying. But we could go hang out at Chicky and Pete's, which is the bar right down the street. But I don't know. I mean, I have the bat signal out. I know different people. Of course, they're going to want us other seats. You know, they're not going to want to just give them to us. But if I can find a lower level seat, that's not ridiculous, like, you know, then I would consider it. But I'm just warning you, it's ridiculous. And it's going to be overhyped because it's the first game of the year. I would like to go just to go, but I don't have to go. I'm going to Vegas. So I would say, shit, you know, as much as that would be cool, you know, if we can't get good seats, then, you know, maybe we move our attention to Vegas if indeed. I got to mute you, Jesse. Sorry, brother.
Yeah, Mark doesn't want to go to Vegas, does he?
No, Mark's not going to Vegas. This is not a Joe Boo Sports Report trip. This is a prime. I mean, he's welcome to go if he wants to go, but me and Phil I'm going to get a room for me and Phil, and if you want to come hang and loyal, we'll pile you in. But you know,
depends on my money. I'll try when it is.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Like I said, if it's on the 21st, if it's the weekend of the 21st of September, I won't be going, and then I'll have to readjust and see where we're going. That's who do we lose?
We can make the Hangover 4. The Hangover Part 4, huh?
Yeah, right. We can hang out at the Caesar's Palace.
Go find Chow, and then
Mr. Chow. Let's see here. Let me see.
I'd probably more open going to Vegas.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind going to Philly. I just don't want to sit in nosebleeds for like $600-$700. That's gonna be just like
me neither. But I don't know what the price of Vegas is going to be, but we'll see. It's a huge stadium, so it's probably a little different. Cowboys away games. Just spitballing. You know, just spitballing. We're at the Eagles, obviously. At the Panthers, no, thank you. No, that place is so expensive. No. At Chicago, now that might be fun. At the Bears, that's a city.
I don't know what time of the year it is.
Yeah.
Well, Bears.
The Bears. Let's see.
What's up, gentlemen?
What's going on? At the Raiders. At the Lions. We can
That's
go
only
back
3 hours from me.
We could go to the Golden Fleece, Wade. We could go back to Detroit. Now that's a cool city.
Yeah, I've been there.
Denver.
Nice stadium.
I don't know that I could take Phil to Denver. He may not get out of there alive as much as he smokes. Phil be Rocky Mountain High, Colorado.
Denver would probably be all right, depending on. I mean, even if it was during the winter, I wouldn't care.
Yeah. So yeah, our road games are Vegas, Detroit, Denver.
We always have bad luck when we play in Denver. Seems like all the time.
Chicago, Carolina, Philly.
Out of Arizona, are they coming in here? Are we going there?
At Washington, at the Jets, at the Giants. Arizona's coming to. We don't play Arizona this year, do we?
I don't think so.
No. We play the NFC North. We play Carolina, Or no, we play Carolina. We play Chicago. We play Green Bay. Yeah, we play Green Bay, Minnesota, Detroit, Chicago.
Who do we play out of the NFC West? Because we always play at least one
Yeah,
team.
well, all of us. That's the division we're playing. We're playing Denver, Chargers, Chiefs.
That's the AFC West. We're talking about NFC West.
No, say San Francisco probably.
Oh no, we don't play NFC. We play the Cardinals at AT&T.
Okay.
Yeah, so we play. Yeah, we play the Cardinals. That's it. Out of the NFC West.
Yeah, I wouldn't even mind going to a New York game. New York.
At the Giants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't mind the stadium, but.
Hey, game SummerSlam's in New Jersey. You gonna go to that? You gonna take your son?
We're at New Jersey.
It's in MetLife Stadium.
Oh, that's up near New York. Yeah.
Yeah, in the old Meadowlands.
Nah, I'm not. I don't think so.
They said Cardi B's supposed to host it.
Oh God.
Do
not sit in the splash section. That's for sure. Yeah.
Too big of an arena to watch wrestling. Just put it like that.
Yeah, Washington Commandos. No, thank you. At the Jet. I don't really want to go back to MetLife. I either want to go to Las Vegas, Denver, or Detroit. That's kind of the road games.
Or
on, Asia.
Depending on how things go, if at the end of the year the Cowboys and Eagles are neck and neck, and we're playing, the Eagles are coming to Dallas, and it's a very important game to maybe decide division.
You can't go.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I won't go to the game. I'll hang out with y'all before the game. Drop y'all off, and I'll go.
I don't even need
else.
to go to the game. What we could do is come down and hang. Well, Mark won't do that. Mark don't want to spend money. I'm just telling you now, unless he can monetarily make out. I'll come to Dallas. I'll fly to Dallas. We'll hang out at Frisco.
Hell, you can just go tailgate in Dallas for a game, and it's fun. They have all kinds of tailgating.
I would tell Mark, we don't even need to go to a game. Mark, just fly down with his tailgate.
Go to like a Bill Bates tailgate. I went to that. It was like $80, and that got you a lot. It got you drinks, food. That was nice. A lot of people, big screen in there. There was actually there's some former Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders over there. That's where I've seen Charles Haley. Charles Haley was there.
You got
Russell Maryland. They had all kinds of stuff, man. It was nice.
So who do you think? And we'll know tomorrow. But who do you think? And we'll probably know before I go live. Me and Phil at 7:30. Who do you think is going to? Who do you? I'm going to mute him. He's yelling weird things. Who do you think we're going to play on Thanksgiving? If you had to guess. Anybody?
Detroit or Washington.
No, we're
Detroit
we don't play Detroit.
Detroit plays separate.
We play Detroit, but that's at Detroit. So I
want to say the Giants.
Home games are
Washington.
Here.
I think the Giants.
I agree with Rob. Smart minds think alike. Here's our home games: Chargers, Chiefs, Cardinals, Vikings.
Hell, I'd probably go to the Cowboys Chiefs game this year.
I think it's one of two teams: Packers, Green Bay. Dallas and Green Bay, or Dallas and Washington. Those are the two options for me.
The last time we played Green Bay on Thanksgiving, there was a coach that used to play for the Clapper. That's when he played.
I agree with Hamid. I agree. What's up, Fly Parks? How are you, brother? Detroit is in Detroit, Fly. Remember, we always host Dallas. Sorry, not we. Dallas always hosts the game. So again, see, this is what we're looking at here. Again, in no particular order, we go to Carolina. I'm not going. I would consider going to Chicago, but I don't know. I'd rather
the Bears.
If not Chicago, I just think Vegas makes the most sense because it's a huge stadium. We could probably
Vegas. There's a lot of stuff to do there.
Oh yeah, we're right there. I don't have to leave the Strip. William Tilton. I do know like a couple good places off the Strip, but I have it's like we're not far. So
yeah, well, too. Brian, Detroit has a dome too, just in case it's freezing.
Yeah, I actually like Detroit.
Yeah, it's a nice size. It's not real big. It's not real small. It's a nice size stadium.
I heard it has some good tunnel systems there. That you
they have that. They have that monorail.
Yeah,
But I ain't gonna go to Detroit. I'd rather go to Vegas where it's warm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Mentioning another man's crap. Oh yeah, here we go. What's up, Tim
Oh,
Panel?
boy.
How are you, brother? God bless you, my friend.
The
Maybe
flight to
depending on how
Vegas too, to
financially
Vegas,
goes. Financially, I might. If I can go, I'll probably go.
Well, that would be wonderful. That would
kind
be
of aligns
wonderful.
with that, right? How
Be
cheap
the
flights
Hangover
are.
4, like I said.
Well, that's the one thing, Rob. Like when I went to the Dallas Eagles game. I know I told the story, but I might as well tell it again. When I went to Dallas, I don't think I'll go to one of those games again. The salute to service. I wanted to go, but
Hamid says lot lizards on the Vegas Strip.
there's way too many people. There's just way too many. The salute to service was like this. It was crazy, just because of all you couldn't access certain areas. But when I went there, we were flying home on I was flying home on Veterans Day that Monday. The game was on Sunday against the Eagles, and then me and Phil flew home on Monday, and Phil, it was funny. His plane was delayed, but mine was after his, and I ended up we're going around. There was some there were two Eagle people really trying to get home. Obviously, I live in South Jersey, so I fly into Philly. And they came around to me once, and they're like, because I had the seat next to me was open, but I was in the emergency aisle up front, so I had all the room and everything. And they're like, would you sell your ticket for $800? Like a credit. I'm like, nah, no, thank you. It was one of those big planes, too, so it was nice. So then they came around again. I hadn't boarded yet, and it was $1,000. I'm like, thanks, but no thanks. I just want to get home. I get boarded. They check my bag. I'm sitting on the plane. We're about ready to go wheels up, and they say, last call. And they come up to me and goes, Mr. Green, would you please? We really need. It's an emergency for two Eagle fans. They need to come home. There's a family emergency for $1,200. So I took it for $1,200, but I have a year to use it. It's a credit. So I have $1,200 credit. And they put me up for a night at the airport, and they fed me as whatever. That was measly, but whatever. So I got $1,200 credit, not to mention I got all these points I got to use. So it ain't going to cost me to fly anywhere I go.
It's funny you say that.
And I took care of a couple of Eagle fans. I did my thing after getting spanked at home. So.
It's funny you say that because I had the happened to me when I was going to go to Dallas one year for the draft at the Frisco.
Yeah.
And we was going to fly, and they kept telling us, can anybody give up any seats for the next flight or whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So make a long story short, they said our flight was delayed and it got canceled. I was so pissed. I was like, maybe we should have took that other flight. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the bullet.
So I'm probably going to fly. I don't care where, if we're going to Vegas, I might fly first class. My wife's going to, she's going to see her aunt. She's flying to San Francisco in a couple of weeks, and she's going first class. And I'm like, wow, look at you. She's picking her meals. I'm like, aren't you nice? I'm talking about you going. You're getting ready to fly first class, are you not? All right then. She's
Maybe I'll talk about wife and
I didn't say it was a bad thing. Nobody said I said it was a bad thing. I said mine's free. You paid for yours. Oh, now I got double fingers. All right, here we go. There's a fight in the game time. Come on. They're all saying you're being ridiculous. Oh, no, they're not. No, I'm joking.
Don't throw us under the bus.
Oh, God, she's funny. But anyway, yeah. So I'm looking forward to going somewhere. That's going to be honestly, Rob, I went to AT&T. I'm not saying I enjoyed the Star and that district more than actually going to the stadium. I don't know. It was weird. I don't know, man. It was a little weird. Me and Phil kind of got annoyed with the stadium tour. It was just ridiculous. It just went on and on and on. And it went from being exciting to, dude, can we just, because everything was cordoned off because of the salute to service event that was there that weekend. So you couldn't access this. So they were just taking us. It literally was an hour and a half. We were up in some suite. I'm like, all right, it's it's time to get out of here. So I don't really care to go back to Dallas anytime soon to watch a game. I'm sure I will, but I'd rather go and see these other stadiums, you know. So
well, if you come through Denver, if you end up going
I wouldn't mind Denver.
Dallas game, let me know so we can connect.
Yeah, that would be cool. Really, when I'm looking at it, if I don't think I would do Chicago without my wife, so probably it'll probably be Denver, Detroit, or Vegas. And I'm hoping it's Vegas, but probably Vegas and Denver are probably the two. So I don't know. We'll see. You know, I like going to new places, but I'm excited. Isaac Ramirez says he thinks that the Chiefs on Thanksgiving. I really have a strong feeling that it's going to be Washington or Green Bay at home.
I don't think they're going to have the Chiefs play on Thanksgiving and Christmas. And it's already announced that they're playing Christmas.
Bingo. Yes.
Christmas Day against Denver. So I don't see them doing both.
Yeah, that's
both
it.
Holidays.
What are the Christmas Day games? Do we know?
The only one that I see that's been announced is Denver KC is on Christmas Day.
Okay, let me see.
So I don't see KC playing two holidays. I just don't see that happening.
Yeah, it's 3 games. 2 will air on Netflix, and the third, which is the nightcap, will be on Amazon Prime. Chiefs and Broncos will play the nightcap on Amazon Prime.
Right.
So stay tuned for tomorrow. You know, with that, it's probably going to be tomorrow morning. It's going to be like the legal tampering shit. It's going to be leaked out. But you know, hey, listen. Whether you're an Eagle fan, you know, living the dream right now. Whether you're a Cowboy fan, hoping we can get back there. Whether you're a Bear fan, whoever. This is like a rite of passage for us. You know. Let's be honest. NFL football, we will rival that up against any country and anything. So I'm looking forward to it. This is what we do. This is NFL football. Whether you're betting, it brings families together. It's fun. So tomorrow night should be a trip to see how it all breaks down. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's just a weird time because after tomorrow, Rob, there's not going to be much to really talk about other than mini camps and just basically BS stuff. So, you know, it sucks. What are you doing, Wade? I'm getting dizzy. Looks like you're out in the woods.
Getting chased by lions.
Yeah. I thought I saw.
Out there picking up.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw a lizard slinking away.
Like the kangaroo.
Damn, dude. Like, you ever see those videos about kangaroos? Like,
I seen one where there's this
scary.
one. I was watching this thing on YouTube, had me dying laughing. This kangaroo had this dog in a headlock.
Oh yeah, the guy
and the guy walked up to him.
2-piece.
And the kangaroo let go of him, kind of flexed, posted up with him. Then he hit the kangaroo. That was funny.
He 2-pieced the kangaroo.
I'll tell you one thing. You know, that movie Kangaroo Jack was friggin' hysterical. I don't know if you guys ever saw it. With Jerry O'Connell. That was a funny movie. But those kangaroos scared the shit out of me. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, they'll jack you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want no part
I had
of it.
I had a buddy in Australia. He says those things, when they kick like it's like I hit by a car.
So, Rob, since you know you're here, I'm gonna try and do these more. You know, but you know, it's like a lunchtime chat. We'll try and stick to an hour. You get in, get out. But so they leaked more of the schedule for the Eagles. What's your thoughts on? Obviously, we know Eagles are hosting the Cowboys week 1, but we heard Eagles in Green Bay week 10, and we heard Eagles Chicago at home, right, on Good Friday. So I like that. I mean, I would love playing Good Friday. Wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, I think that's great. I think one thing that caught my attention when I was watching Good Morning Football this morning on. It was funny how they mentioned that Chicago is having a lot of primetime games this year.
Yeah.
So that's nuts. That they're really thinking that's going to drive some ratings. They also have Chicago playing Washington in a primetime game this year as well.
Arturo,
yeah, go ahead.
I was saying, Arturo, if I wrestle kangaroo and won, I don't want 500. I want 5 million. I find a kangaroo.
Leo, tell your boy Mark that he's got to find a way to get there, man.
Hey, Rob, I have a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Rumor, Cincinnati, and the defensive guy that has 17 sacks, I think. He's
Trey Henderson.
talking about, yeah, he's seriously, I think he's out of here. He indirectly might be
Big Sarge.
big
Asia
might be
Robertson.
going bye-bye.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I thought the same thing, like, maybe Howard making a swinging deal for you guys.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought too. I thought, he said he's not going to play on his current contract. They did, say that they'll fine him, but those fines will go away if they find a way to work a deal. But I don't see how Cincinnati is going to work that deal after paying both their wide receivers the money that they paid them. So I could see him definitely being gone. And that's the kind of move Howie would make. So
a 1-year deal.
It just depends on the compensation. I mean, I think it just kind of depends on exactly what they want and what he wants. What kind of deal is he looking for? Because that's more important than the draft capital you're going to have to give up to get him. But he's consistent. I mean, 17 sacks this year, previous year as well. Yeah. I mean,
his age too. His age might help Howie too, because he's up there. He's in his 30s.
Well, he's 30.
No, he's 30. He's 30. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got some years left in him.
Yeah, but
just because you hit 30 years old, people, doesn't mean you're going to start getting washed.
Right.
No. I'm just saying they can.
Yeah, but a lot of people seem to knock players in their 30s like they're about to fall off a cliff or something. It's like, I don't know. I done seen Bobby Wagner play for another. They said he was washed like 4 years ago, and I done seen him play another 4 years at a high level, better than a lot of linebackers in the league, and a lot of young guys too.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right.
And people still say he's washed. It's like, I don't give a damn how old he is.
Yeah, but it could benefit him though, since obviously they're not going to pay him in Cincinnati. If he goes to you guys or whoever and does real well, he can get a better deal somewhere else.
Right. Yeah, I don't think we'll take him in as a loaner. I mean, if we bring him in, we're going to probably extend him the 3 years, push a lot of the money at the back of the 3 years to kind of help out our cap. And Howie knows how to do that. I mean, probably better than anyone out there as far as how to structure a contract to make it friendly to come over, make the player happy, make the cap doable.
There's 3 teams.
And get a ring. Get a ring.
Yeah, Rob, there's 3 teams that I heard that were linked to him. I don't buy Dallas. Dallas is linked to everybody. But the other 2 are the Eagles and Detroit Lions, which would make a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's another type of team that I think makes a lot of sense. But real quick, Asia Robertson, Brian, I had a scare at work. I slipped and fell, dislocated my finger up at the hospital x-rays, and now my finger is in a splint. I'm sorry to hear that, Asia. Did you heard it at the Mets game? Or no?
Lawsuit.
Yeah. I don't know if she has another job, but sorry to hear that, Asia. Very sorry.
Feel better.
Yeah.
I hope you get well, Asia.
Yeah, you don't. Again, it sucks, man. That's why I'm always careful, especially if I got a big trip coming up. I'm lackadaisical. Like if I'm walking downstairs looking at my phone, I'll wipe that all the time. And my ankles aren't the best, so I walk around like I'm an old man holding on the rails, because especially if I'm going away or going on vacation, I don't want to fall or hurt myself.
As they taught us in the military, Brian, when you climb the tank or climb off the tank, 3-point contact.
Yeah, exactly. What's up, Joe DeMasi? How are you, man? Yeah, Leo, it's going to be fun, but Mark is definitely not going to the game, so or at least that's what he's saying. It is what it is, man.
He's got to double up his video output if that's possible to get monetized. To go to the game.
I don't think it's actually feasible to double up.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if he could do 20. Well, he could. I mean, let's face it. He could just let a video on his smoked meats.
A lot of clickbait. Just throw a lot of clickbait.
See, that's the thing. Sometimes younger, as they say, younger's always. But yeah, we want a young team. But man, I always say, if a guy. I'm not going to give up on a guy until I see the fall off. Like Zach Martin was clearly falling off.
Yeah, he was.
He knew it.
If you have a lineman like a Bruce Matthews that stays like at a Pro Bowl level until he's damn near 40, you ride Bruce Matthews till he's 40 years old.
You ride.
Right. Yep.
Pause. Extra pause.
YouTube J Capelot, Philly 500. I talked to Philly 500. He's not going to Philly.
Okay. No.
Hey, game time. If you guys do chicken cities, let me know. I'll come by.
What's that, Jesse?
If you do chickens and pizza, I'll come by. It's only $1 straight shot.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, YouTube Jake Haplot, Philly 500 ain't flying into Philly.
He said he's too afraid to fly.
Yeah,
a lot of them guys aren't flying anywhere.
Wow,
Dan silly old Philly 500.
He lives way out in the middle of nowhere in California. It's not an easy thing. Again, I only said Mark because he's right there off of 95. He's 2.5
like
hours.
a 3-hour drive, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but for him, probably a little less than 3. Yeah, depending on when. Me, it's 30 minutes actually.
Nice.
If I leave during the rush hour, an hour. But yeah. I can get there. I can get to the airport, in 35 minutes? So, yeah. So, but Leo, yeah, it would be nice to go, but, it's going to take a lot for that to happen because these prices are just ridiculous.
Speaking of football, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I may not, I may go fly to Philly just to hang out, in the city of Philadelphia, at a bar or something. I'm not paying $700 for a ticket to sit in a nosebleed.
Yeah, that's how I am. I mean, I'll be honest. Listen, I'm not saying Eagle fans wouldn't, but if I'm a Cowboy fan, I don't know. I've been to enough games. I think what I'm saying is I've been to so many games that unless it's a unbelievable championship game, and that's not going to be $700. But I could see wanting to go to one, but I don't really have that urge to have to go. I'd rather be there, hang out, and then just go watch it somewhere. I'm fine with that. You're right, Brian.
I'm
in the
down.
NFL, it's just crazy. Yeah, we'll do something. Leo, again, I've been to Chicken Pete's for Phillies games and stuff, so I maybe can convince Mark to do that. Maybe get a room, even though I got a lot of people in my house. I don't have that kind of room to put everybody up, but I would go in with a room, or
tell them to bring a tent or something, then just camp out in your backyard.
Yeah, that's what I'm figuring, Leo. Maybe go hang out.
Watch it be raining.
Have all the fun. And then go watch it somewhere. There's a lot of places. If not Chickies and Pete's, there's a lot of places in South Philly.
Tons of them.
Yeah. So again, that's good times, but I'm not going to hold my breath.
And plus, it's the first game of the season. They're gonna probably act a little rowdy with it, anyways.
Well, it's banner night. It's banner night, so I think there's going to be a lot of superstars being there as well.
Oh yeah.
Hamid, I've been to many Eagles games.
Higher.
Oh, you're right about that. Totally forgot about that.
Eagles,
That's gonna be
Cowboys
jacked up.
games. Nobody's afraid, Hamid. So
no one's afraid, Hamid. I live in North Philly. If
I've
you're
been
not
to
afraid of
many
North Philly,
games. So again, as long as you're not a dick, you're fine. I mean,
yeah,
just
I mean, I live in
in.
North Philly. I mean, if I could live up here, I think I
It
could
is
go
what
see a
it
game.
is.
Yeah, I was surrounded by Eagles fans. They were talking mad shit to me, but they realized they're like, okay, this guy can take shit talk.
Yeah.
So they kind of left me alone.
They're like anybody human.
They left me alone. The guys who they really go after are the ones that could easily get triggered by shit.
As long as you have
beer
respect,
muscles.
you're going to get lumped in. So just know that. You're going to be called Dallas sucks. Even if you win the game, Dallas still sucks. That's the mentality. But as long
That's
as
the
you,
nature of the game, man.
yeah. Oh, what's up, Chris? I didn't hear you come in. What's
Well,
up,
you
man?
get the guys who have the beer muscles after a while. And they act like they.
Well, I think you have more of a problem after a loss.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
Like if you like to run your mouth,
you're looking for it.
Yeah, I remember.
I like to have fun, but I don't want to get in that kind of
that's
environment.
where it gets kind of. I actually enjoy when I used to go to Mark's and watch it with just. Yeah, I don't care if Eagle fans are there. I may actually do that here for a couple
Hell, I'd
games.
be willing to travel to Mark's and watch a game. We all get together.
Yeah,
you'll feed you, so
something.
you're good to go there.
I would. I'd be down for that. I'd be
I
down
don't
for that
know.
if it was a
Game
playoff game.
I think you're too hard
if we made it.
on. I think you're too hard on Dak to be invited to Mark's house.
Oh God.
Yeah,
might
I'll
have to
tell you
wear
one
you
thing.
better watch your food.
I'll tell you
What's up,
one
Mark
thing.
Hutchinson? How are
If
you,
we
brother?
go to the playoffs and I go to Mark's house for the playoff game, he ain't gonna like me if we lose. He ain't gonna like me.
Man.
Well,
I
game
might
time,
get
if he does-
I might get thrown out on the live stream. I might get thrown out on the streets.
He
on the
turned
live
into the Hawk. No, you and Michael Anthony Fitness, y'all probably be going off, huh? You'd be like,
Oh God.
No, Michael be taking my side because Michael Anthony don't like my dad.
the brother Scooters. You'd be going off like that, huh?
Hey, game time. I'll if you guys do chicken pizza and bring Mark, I'll come wear my Giants hat and intercede as Rashid, rest his soul.
And who? Oh yeah, that's right. You ever see?
I'll take over the mantle.
Did you say chicken pizza?
Yeah.
Is that what he said?
No.
Earlier?
There's a sports bar called Chicky and Pete's.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I actually live.
They got some.
I live
the crab
closer
fries.
to the one in Egg Harbor Township. There's one in Egg Harbor Township, and then there's one in South Philly, right by the stadium. And
there's one on the boulevard.
I'm about 20. I'm kind of right in the. I'm probably closer to the one in Egg Harbor Township. Yeah, a little bit, maybe 15 minutes.
No, he was just onto something. That gave me an idea, actually. Thank you.
Chickies and Pete's.
If you guys go, you gotta try the crab fries. Those look all amazing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not huge into their food because it's all the same stuff. I mean, I like their lobster pizza, but you got to be in the mood for lobster pizza. But
yeah, true.
Yeah, the crab fries are okay, but I don't really care too much about everything else. It's more about the atmosphere.
Yeah.
You know,
plenty of TVs.
Yeah, you go to Phillies game and get a Chicken and Pete's crab fries. We the ones. If Walker Wade goes to Mark's house, I'm definitely tuning in, especially if it's a playoff. So we the ones. I definitely want to get to Mark's this year. He asked me last year. I didn't get there last year.
That would be record numbers if I was in the house and we had a meltdown.
Wade, maybe instead of doing, I'm probably still going to go to the Eagle game, but I would tell you don't do that. I would rather go to Mark's for a weekend. You fly in, I'll meet you, and I'll sleep on the couch. You could take the extra. I don't know that he has an extra room. I don't know that he has an extra room. So what we could do is. We can get the Embassy Suites. It's like literally down the road. It's like just a year old. It's really nice. We'll hang out there.
Yeah.
We'll do the 5 to 7 free alcohol cocktail hour.
Oh boy!
Like I think it's 2 hours. You're free booze at the bar, and then go and light up Mark and Dak Prescott over Mark's house. There you go.
And then you have a backup plan, Wade. You have your own room instead of having to stay at Mark's.
Yeah.
You know, that ain't going to happen.
Well,
there's a meltdown. That ain't happening.
I don't think Mark has an extra room right now.
In the backyard.
Mark's like me right now. He has all of his kids here.
Yeah, I'll probably just stay at a hotel. I just tell Mark, like, hey, come pick me up or whatever. I'll take an Uber or whatever. I don't think I left up there.
Mark's going to bury Wade and bury Wade in the cemetery back there.
I will go. I will
think
drive
Mark will
down.
get buried in the cemetery back there.
I will drive
down.
I
got 20 on Wade.
And then I'll have the
Yeah, if I die, you can put my ashes back there.
Your ashes? Where at?
Red Brick House.
The Red Brick House.
Oh, man. When we melted down against the Packers that year, oh, man, it would have been even worse if I was in Mark's house. I was having a meltdown at my buddy's house. I was just.
God.
That was amazing.
Oof.
George DC for life.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't it the classic?
I was drinking heavy, too, man. I was about 18 beers in by about halftime. I was like, this is ridiculous.
But let's face it. In my,
Rob, did you see that?
Yeah, but my beer drinking days, once you get past like 9, there's a sweet spot between like 9 and like 13, 14. And then after that, then it's all downhill for me.
Flat line.
Yeah.
No, it started getting downhill after we started getting our asses kicked. It was pretty bad.
It was amazing.
Pretty bad.
I can just
Like you mentioned, Wade, it was halftime. By halftime, you know it was a wrap.
Rob,
Yep.
if you were Rob, let me just tell you, it was me. It was primetime Phil. I'm kind of reserved when I'm around. Yeah, I can get loud, but it was me and Phil in the back just chilling. I think Wade was driving, and Mark was in the front seat, and we had Dak's uncle on the phone on a speaker, and it was all going well, and then Wade finally just could not help himself. We're literally talking to Dak's uncle Philip. And he finally, you go ahead, Wade. You were literally screaming, Dak's got to step up. Oh, my God. I was turning green, and he couldn't see me. That's how bad I felt. I'm like, shut the fuck up, Wade, I felt like saying. But he was going, and Mark was just like, oh, my God. Yeah, you just, like, you're going to ruin my connection, dude. It was hysterical.
And then came the click.
So what did you say, man?
He listened. I mean, his uncle. He knows. I mean, I think his
you were
uncle
talking
was a
about
Cowboys
Jerry
fan.
more than Dak, right?
Yeah, Jerry and the organization.
That's it.
My biggest thing is I was telling his uncle is to, Dak literally is holding the keys right now. Why isn't he banging down the doors in Jerry's office and telling him what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
You know, that's my whole thing.
Well,
and
I've been
Dak,
saying that for a
Dak
couple
is a
years,
company.
Rob.
Dak's a company man. That's the problem. He's a company man.
Yeah,
now,
he is.
Not to go down too far down a rabbit hole, but since I brought it up, why not?
Uh-oh.
Well, no, I'm saying rumor has it, and I don't know, maybe you would know more, Rob, than I would. What are the odds that a team would ask a player to sign an NDA while signing their contract? Is that even feasible? That
No.
You don't think so? Because I was told that there was language in his deal that he's not allowed to criticize ownership in public. Now I don't know if that would be NDA. That's kind of what it is, but I don't know. But
well, I mean, I don't see like
how would that be legal?
Out of Dallas. I mean, beyond Dallas, I should say. I don't see that feasible. But with Dallas, I could kind of see that because wasn't there some kind of verbiage in what's his name's contract that actually came to Denver due to smoked weed, defensive end,
Randy Gregory.
Randy Gregory. Didn't they have like some kind of weird stipulation in his contract where it was something similar to that, or there was just some verbiage in there that turned him off from signing with Dallas and ended up signing with Denver. So I mean, I could just see some...
you know what that was? I know what it was. That was
Verbiage had to do with his issues or
his
something like that. I don't know. It was it was something like he had to have some people monitoring him or something. He had to do something. He had to do something.
Yeah, it was if he did this, if he did that.
And, if he did this and
a lot of
that,
teams have it, but not. Dallas made it sound like it was common. No, you don't do that.
No, it's not common, right?
As it turned out, though, it was the right thing. He was a train wreck.
Yeah.
I agree.
Sometimes you get lucky. We got lucky on that one.
Yeah, you dodged a bullet with that, but it's just not common for certain verbiage to be in a contract, and so possibly it might be in that contract to ride the company line.
That's kind of what I'm saying, because you never hear them say anything. Now they did give him a weapon, right? This is why I don't know. I lose track, but I did like a video recently, and I really feel strongly about this. I want them to. I think I told Ultra this too, because we'll text back and forth. I want Dallas to leave no stone unturned for a lot of reasons. Here's the deal, people. I want the spotlight. It's always on Dallas. I get it. But I want the spotlight to be even turned up brighter on Dak from the get-go. Big Sarge, 31. This is what I was talking about. I want Dallas. You went out and got 1 and 1A, like wide receivers. There's no doubting that you did, right? You went out and got yourself a running back. Is he a bell cow? Probably not. But, you have I would say, a real good running back room with all the average running back room. We don't really know about Blue. I want the spotlight to be bright on Dak early on in the season, because I want him to have to deal with it. There's no more excuses. I was telling Ultra, I said, I want to make a shirt, some sort of logo. You know how they always come up with a theme? No more excuses.
No more excuses.
No more excuses, and come up with something. I'm tired of the excuses. I'm
tired of it. Even Law and them, they're like
anybody.
Even Law and them, they're over here talking about, oh man, he's got similar numbers to Peyton Manning. I'm like, that eye test ain't similar to Peyton Manning. I'll tell you that shit.
Right.
That eye test ain't similar.
The knock against Peyton is it took him so long to win one, and that's what they're saying about Dak. Well, it took Peyton this long, so why not Dak? But
I never saw Peyton Manning struggle during a regular season though after his first few years.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't like bringing the whole guys like.
Well, you know what I mean though. They bring it up. They compare him to Manning.
I'm
just saying I don't like a Dak comparison, but I never did see Peyton Manning ever struggling after his first 2 seasons.
Right.
Never.
And listen, Xavier Del Rio says it. I'm not here to crap on Dak. I'm rooting for Dak. Again, people get the wrong impression. I am rooting for Dak. Ultra Cowboy, we hung out in Detroit. Him and Mark were going at it. He said, Mark, I'm rooting for Dak. He just doesn't believe in Dak. Kind of like Wade. I'm rooting for him. He's put up some hell of a good regular seasons, but I want the spotlight to be turned up. I don't want them to be a break. I want him to have to deal with it from week 1. That's kind of why I wanted to play the Eagles in Philly. Yeah. There you go.
I wanted us to be thrown in the fire.
People think, oh, you want the Eagles. It really has nothing. I'm doing it for a reason because I want this team to have to, you know.
Yeah, I want us to be thrown in the fire immediately.
Yeah, like Jerry Jones. Okay, enough's enough, bro. That's why I go out and get hated. Like if there's a move,
okay, yeah,
you know, go make a move. You know, go you get a corner, go get it. Whatever it is that you deem.
That's what I'm saying. You're right. I don't believe in Dak, but I am rooting for him. I am rooting for him to win.
Well, as a Cowboys fan, you're right. I see it. I can understand that. I mean, you don't have faith in him, especially in big games. But of course, you want him to win. I mean, that's your team. You want your team to win. You want success.
I wanted us to be thrown in the meat grinder eventually, like immediately.
And listen,
throw us in Philly. Have us playing Kansas City week
31.
What are we going to do about the run game?
The run game. Well, that's the thing. Me and Mark went
at it. Committee.
Me and Mark, you know, again, he acts like I don't want a really good number 2 wide receiver. I mean, I'm not upset that we got Pickens. I'm fine with it.
Blue could be decent.
Here's my deal,
though. He can be.
He's a rookie. How many first-round picks are we going to allot in the draft on the offensive line to not run the ball consistently?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. That's how you win.
Well, that's the purpose of building your offensive line in the trenches is to run the game.
Why are we investing 3 number 1 picks? Yeah, with Tyler Smith, Tyler Guyton, and now Tyler Booker, and throw the ball 40 times. It makes no sense. Nobody said I didn't want Pickens. Nobody said I didn't. But I would say if you gunned it, I hate saying this, but back up against the wall, you know, I want to run the ball and keep Dak's throws between, you know, it's 20 and 30 rather than 30 and 40.
Right.
Perfect. Yeah.
Well, like I said, guys, the big heads already, after you guys signed Wiggins, what's the name?
Wiggins.
The big heads already saying, not Wiggins, you know, Pickens.
Fucking tank for Wiggins?
I'm thinking of basketball. Now, after you guys signed Tim Pickens, the big wigs already saying there's no excuse for Dak. They're all saying the same thing.
I put something out on Twitter.
No, there should be no excuse for Dak because they're also in year 10.
Well,
exactly.
I don't really care about that as much. If they're year 10 with a shit show surrounding you, then I'm going to call it out. But I don't.
I don't think we got a shit show this year. I don't think we got a shit show.
I don't think so at all. And I'm more high on it than some other people. But again, I'm not. I'm saying I'm high on
this
the
roster
team.
is definitely a step above last year. Not saying we're going to win playoff games.
One eye open. I don't know how they're gonna gel.
Absolutely.
There's like, for me, like you're in year 10, this roster is better than last year's roster. You better not go out there and play like complete ass this year, bro. Right. You better not.
That's what I'm saying. I want to turn the pressure up early in the season. That way, if you do come out the other end, but if you do come through all this pressure and actually make it, even if it's a wild card, that's all I care about. Like, just get in and okay, now you've been through some pressure. You're going to, with that gauntlet of a schedule, if Dallas somehow makes it to the playoffs, then there's no excuses. I don't care if you're a wild card team. No excuses. Unless,
do you think the excuses will come after? Let's say, for example, if you guys lose the first week against Philadelphia, I could hear Mark Overshown's hurt. Ravel's not ready.
That'll be the first one.
I don't think that.
Hell, Rob, you really want to do me a favor? Knock Dak out so we can get the Milton era started right now. How about that?
There we go.
God, there we go.
Let's get Jalen Carter steamroll your rookie. Welcome to the NFL.
No, I think what it is for us.
Do me a favor, Rob. Hey, do me a favor.
Let's
get this next era started.
Throw that.
Let's do it.
We already know right now. You guys, are the target. Everybody knows that.
Oh yeah.
But we also know
that
you're the champions. So for us, just going against you guys and just playing you straight up.
I can't speak for all these other. I'm gonna speak for me.
It's just seeing where we're
at.
It means nothing more
one game only. But if we lose in embarrassing fashion, it gives me a grand stage to light people up. If we win, whether it's close or big, now you have to respect the Dallas Cowboys. That's it. That's not we're going anywhere, we're doing anything. It's one game. But, again, Eagle fans should use it as a compliment that we say we're looking forward to it because we know that you're sitting up here as the Super Bowl champions, right? It's opening night. So why anybody's upset that we're happy to measure ourselves week 1, I don't understand why people are upset at that. Nobody's saying Super Bowl. But Mark Hutchins says, nice going to trade flag. Nico going to trade flags. They already come out and said they're not. I literally just read it.
Yeah, they're not. They're not trading
Morey
away
already
that pick.
invested.
Yeah, why would they do that? NBA gifted them that.
Hey,
Crazy.
Well, don't worry, Brian. I'm a neutral basher, so either it's a win-win for me. So
let's talk
one
a
of you's gonna have to
little
lose.
basketball before I get out of here. We got it.
Yeah, I'm about to jump off here, but
all right, bro.
I'll definitely be on here tomorrow for
all right,
the schedule.
Yep.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
All right, y'all.
Sir.
Take
I'm
it
gonna
easy.
go an hour and a
Later,
half, so
Lord.
we got
All right.
12 minutes left. So I want to talk a little NBA. We could talk Cowboys. Wade's here. We could talk Cowboys, and Eagles. But who else? Listen, I'm happy for the Mavericks fans because I have a lot that watch me. But who thinks that it was rigged like me?
It's rigged.
I thought it was rigged immediately.
You gotta be
Immediately.
kidding me.
Yeah,
They were
the
talking
percentage
about
of
this,
them winning.
San Antonio should have had
Yeah,
that
even
first. San
even
Antonio should have had that.
Antonio.
As a Sixers
Yeah.
fan, I'm watching it, right? And the dumbass who said, well, that knocks your Sixers out. I'm like, no, it don't. And my
No,
son's
it
looking at
doesn't.
me.
I'm a Spurs fan. They screwed my Spurs.
They
But
did.
you know what? I was talking to Drew, too. He was texting me. Let's just go back to the ping pong. Now, listen, I'm not upset with 3, but let's just go back to the ping pong balls because I feel like I want to see what's coming out. Pause. You know what I mean?
Do them live. You got to do them live.
Right.
Yeah,
Can't
we're
be
Yeah,
doing
that's
it
what they
in the
used to
back
do.
room and stuff. You know,
Give me a
Too fishy.
friggin' break.
Yeah, it's too
Very
fishy.
Crap is
Nico
rigged.
trades, what's his name? Luka Doncic. Again,
Yeah.
you can say whatever you want. I'm not saying Luka. I understand he puts on weight. Yes, so do I. I fluctuate like Luka, but whatever. It is what it is. He's still a talented young basketball player.
Hey,
He's
man,
still a
you
top 5
traded
player
him.
in the NBA. I mean,
And
he's
you
still a
traded
top
him
5 player.
for Anthony
Peanuts.
Davis,
Right. Street
Good
clothes.
center.
a
Yeah.
decrepit old
Street clothes.
street.
Because
clothes.
he's always in street clothes.
Exactly.
The
Street
dude's
clothes.
never.
He's like
never,
the Embiid of the West Coast. And I
Right.
like Embiid, but sorry. Anthony Davis hasn't really been Embiid in years. Embiid's better than Anthony Davis. But that's just my humble opinion. So I kind of think that it was BS. And then, you give him Cooper Flag. You trade Nico, and now we give you Cooper. Nice. So now they got Cooper Flag, Anthony Davis, who I'm not really concerned about, and then you got Kyrie. So there you go. Meanwhile, Sixers, now, I mean, they could have been giving up their pick, so I get that. But I'm happy for the Mavs fans, but the owner or whatever, I guess the general manager.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got
That's
San
that.
Antonio
That's what
Spurs
I'm
got
saying.
screwed.
1 out of
Oh, but they moved. They moved up
1%
too.
chance.
Right.
1.9%.
I think the Spurs were supposed to be
1%.
like in the teens, and they moved up too. So
Hey,
That's a
Howie,
shock.
how are
I'm
you?
like, can you?
I'm
that was
happy
just
for
a
the fans because
cluster.
they're happy, but, it was rigged. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't buy it. I know it wasn't rigged, but I feel like it was rigged.
they
They
screwed
threw
the
Nico a
two- they
bone
screwed
because
the
that
two,
was just a horrible trade.
Yeah, they screwed
Yeah.
the 2 small markets with Utah and Washington because they moved down. I think
I thought
4
Utah
spots
was
each.
going to get it.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah, I
Utah
thought
was going to be
Washington.
it.
I thought
And
Washington.
they
might got
moved
it.
down 4 spots, which is just terrible.
It's
bad for those
questionable if
fans.
Kyrie is Mavs next season. Yeah, I know, Howie.
Yeah, he's probably not going to start till like the beginning
Does
of
anybody think?
26.
I know Ultra loves them, but does anybody think any doubts about Flag, or you don't think it's? Do you think he's a no doubter? He's going to hit. I have doubts.
50-50.
I have doubts
Sorry.
too. I have doubts too. Game time.
I ain't gonna lie to
His
you.
defense
But
is
you-
decent. But I don't know if he could be an elite player in the NBA. I just
But-
don't know.
Yeah, but game
Everybody's
time,
talking
guys.
about
Remember,
him.
these last few drafts, all these tall, skinny, lanky Europeans are really doing pretty well.
Well, I was gonna say that listen, I don't mind talking a little NBA, and I'm not gonna do it anymore today, but I do like a European that we'll discuss at a later date.
Look at love that at Arizona State.
At
Oh,
number
yeah.
I
3.
like that guy.
So
Yeah.
there is a European I'm
that's
eyeing
good.
up, but yeah, we'll see.
Wildcats, baby.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
That's my hometown.
Ooh la la.
But anyway, yeah. So, look, we have about 6 minutes, then we'll get out of here. Yeah, tomorrow night we will find out. Is there anything, Rob, since you're here, is there anything that you're really looking forward to as far as the release of the schedule? I know you heard some key dates, but like when you look at a schedule, I mean, I kind of know what I like and what I look at instantly. What do you like hone in on right away?
Yeah, we got
how many primetime games we have is pretty much the first thing I look at, is to see how many primetime games we have. And then I want to stay out of either overseas or just another country.
Well, you're not overseas. I already saw that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. That's what I look, though.
Yeah.
Because I look to see overseas and how many primetime games. Because, I mean, to me, that's the first thing I look for. And I'd like to see some of these divisional.
Oh, that one. Yeah, we probably move that. You probably get it from right there at the angle.
I'd like to see the division games earlier than later, only because of injuries and then also seeding. So that's what I look forward to tomorrow.
What I'm looking at for is when's my bye week, right? Where is that going to fall?
Right.
And I kind of look at are we going to get screwed with any back-to-back 3 road games in a row? I don't even want 3 home games in a row. I don't want that. I don't want that. I'd rather, and I think the main thing is, how does the last month of the season, how was that? Now, we know we're not going to be in Philly the last month of the season because we're going to be at first game of the year. What's our last couple games? You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I look at is bye week, and what's our last couple games look like. So obviously we'd like to go to Vegas, but we'll see how that works out. Let me look here. One last look around. Lions offensive coordinator Johnny Morton says it's going to be a breakout year for Jameson Williams. Yet you had him on the trade block. Interesting. Of course it's going to be a breakout year. But yeah, I don't know. You still there? Wait, I had to mute you. You were talking about how much for an
talking
hour,
about how much
for a half hour. I don't know what's up.
Yeah. Gotta price them out.
Yeah, right. Mark Cutchin, at least we're not going to have to worry about the doubleheader Thursday night game with a regular season in between. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? I don't think there's 2. Well, there's probably going to be 2 Monday night games, right?
Monday nighters are.
Oh yeah, that's already. Yeah.
The double headers,
right, Rob? They normally do like a 7:30 and a 8:30, I guess, or no?
Right. They're going to do Friday. They're doing Friday night games too.
No, I'm talking about Monday though. The first Monday night is normally a double header. They do it like a few times throughout.
Yeah, I think they do it a couple times. Yeah,
but I don't know if it's 7:30 and 8:30 or if they're. I think maybe it'll be. I don't know if it's 10 o'clock. I don't know if they go that late. What's your thought about Henderson? Your thoughts about Henderson? Who's Henderson?
Maybe Hendrickson?
Cincinnati.
Oh, Hendricks. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
well, Trey Hendrickson. We talked about it earlier. I don't see a fit for Dallas, Mark Hutchinson. I think he's.
Yeah, we already have a lot of edges.
Yeah, I was trying to tell Mark, I was like, dude, we need defensive line. If you're gonna make a splash, go get me a corner or defensive line. But they're not gonna do corner either. We got too much invested in it. It's just on the sideline right now.
Well, Mark's video about an hour ago was labeling Hendrickson a defensive tackle. I'm like, dude, he's an edge. He's not a tackle.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's a deep tackle. He's a deep tackle.
No, he's
not.
Right. He's 270 pounds. He's not a
right. He's too lean to be a tackle.
Yeah, we have a guy who's 290, and everybody's saying that he's lean, but he's a
playing
three-tech.
the old line are playing volleyball with him.
Let's see here. Arturo says, when does training camp start? It'll be the end of July. It's gonna feel like forever by the time we get there. So
after tomorrow.
Yep. How's the weather there, Rob? It's pouring out here.
It's
great.
Miserable
here.
Is it?
84 degrees,
nice.
A little bit of an overcast, but it's nice.
Very
absolutely.
Nice.
What about there?
It's it was warm.
Miserable.
It's rainy now. So yeah, I'm gonna eat some dinner. I think that's it, everybody. They're going to get out of here. I'm getting the side eye. So, all right, everybody.
Yeah, we got that Texas seed here. It's already hitting 100 the next 2 days.
Is it really? Look at you. You be sweating
Wow.
to the oldies. Yeah, so tomorrow me and Phil will start out. So this goes to Jesse. Me and Phil will start out for about a half hour, and then you guys can hop in right around 8 o'clock. So
Okay.
don't, because you'll just be sitting on. So we're gonna let me and Phil break down what we think. You go over whatever the whatever leaks out, because there's gonna be a lot being leaked out during the day. Rob,
Truly.
thanks, Rob. I appreciate you, brother. I do. I appreciate it, Rob.
You got it, brother.
You go in the hopper. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Thank you to all, and
Yipper.
to all, I'll talk to you later. Peace. Bye.
All right. Peace out,
Later,
guys.
man. Take care, man.